Okay. Okay, great. So once again, welcome. Hi, I'm Sarah Sandoval. I am the program manager here for graduate admissions and recruitment at Sanford, Burnham, Prebys for our Graduate School of Biomedical Sciences. Feel free as you are coming in, as we're starting, getting settled, you can actually scan this QR code and it will lead you to learn more about our program. I will also have that QR code at the end as well. Awesome. All right. So we're excited to have you join us for today's session. We're going to give people maybe a minute to join as we wait. If you want, can you put into the chat, where are you coming from? Maybe the region, the city, the country, whatever you like. We just like to see where our prospective students are joining us from. So if you want to take a minute, 30 seconds maybe. Ooh, Mexico. Nice. Ooh, look at those locals. San Diego. Great. Oh, Baltimore, Orange County. Okay. Yes, Mexico represent. Awesome. India, great. San Fran, fantastic. Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing, everyone. So I also did want to say, you might have seen we will also offer a discount for our application fee. So if you are interested in that, I will talk about that at the end. So yeah, keep that in mind as we go through towards the end. Great, we will get started. So let me go over our agenda. So here's the agenda for the rest of the session. We're starting here, right, with our welcomes, and I actually will have our deans that are here and our grad school staff introduce and say hi. So you can actually see our deans and grad school staff because of their Zoom backgrounds. They might have a maroon or one of our buildings. So can I have our graduate school staff and faculty just wave, just say hi, just wave. So if you have questions throughout this event, you can put in the chat, you can message one of our staff members, just feel free and we'll get to it. I will also, after that, go through our PhD program, go over an overview, and we will have some time towards the end of that around 4:30, maybe a couple minutes. If you do want to ask questions about the program, because we do have our staff members here, anything admissions related though, I would request you keep that towards the end because it's going to have a whole session there dedicated for that. And from there, from our PhD program overview, we'll move on to meeting some faculty through breakout rooms. You'll meet some current graduate students, and then we'll have an alumni panel and finish with that Q&A. Okay, perfect. So let's go. Without further ado, actually, I'm going to actually hand this over to our deans just to say hi and a welcome, say a few words. So I'm happy to introduce you all. So we have our dean of the graduate school, Alessandra Zacco, and our associate dean of admissions, Alex Colas. So with that, Alessandra, would you like to kick us off and say a few words?
Yes, of course. Well, first of all, I'm just going to renew welcome to everyone on behalf of our graduate program. We're very happy that you're here and you are considering our program for your graduate education. So this is an important choice for your education and career development. So we're glad that you're actually here to explore this potential opportunity for you. So I'm just going to give just for a few minutes just a little bit of background on our graduate program. So it actually started now almost 20 years ago as a grassroots initiatives from faculty that were really passionate about education. So before the graduate program existed, really like that, how it originated as a movement from faculty, professors here that were interested about education. Since then, the program has evolved. Now is a fully accredited graduate program. And as you will see today, from some of the faculty and the students that you will have the opportunity to meet, there are here for the graduate school biomedical sciences, it actually encompasses like research that covers like several disciplines. You will see from cancer biology to regenerative medicine and also to aging research. You will see also the different technologies and tools that we're actually going to be applying from cell and molecular biology, from models, and also computational biology. So really like a lot of cutting edge also technologies and tools that are available here to advance science. So today you will see an overview of the program. Sarah will give an overview of the program in the first session, and then you will have the opportunity to meet some of the faculty that are actually here at our institute, and so in different breakout rooms. So this is an opportunity for you to see if the science that I actually do is something that excites you about and is actually meets your interests, and if you're considering that for your graduate education. So we welcome you and encourage you to join the different rooms and see basically how that aligns with your objectives and your goals. And then you will hear from the current students and alumni. And so we really would like with this open house to give you like the broadest possible perspective of different initiatives, different experiences from faculty to students to alumni. And this is really for you to be able to make your informed decision as much as possible. So given that this is meant for you, feel free to ask questions. We are here to answer as much as possible all your questions. And with that, I'll just going to give it to Alex and Colas, our Associate Dean of Admission.
Yeah, hello everyone. Thank you, Alessandra. Welcome everyone. We're very excited to meet you guys, and every year is very excited. As Associate Dean of Admissions, my role is to organize the evaluation of the applications that will be sent to our grad school. I just oversee this process together with the admission committee that is composed of a number of PIs at the institute. So I am very excited to meet you, and so that's pretty much it for now. Sarah, you want to take it away?
Of course. Awesome. Thank you both so much to our deans. So as you can all see, they're both very involved in the graduate school. They're a great support and resource for our graduate students. So thank you. We will have time, like I said, at the end of this little info session part, if you have questions for them. Okay, great. So for the remainder of the session, I want to go through a few slides I've prepared to tell you about our program. I'll also be happy, don't feel like you have to take notes. I will send you a PDF of these slides afterwards. So please sit back, relax, and learn. So let's start with our mission. So our mission is we conduct world-class collaborative biological research and translate those discoveries for the benefits of patients. Basically, we translate science into health. And then the second part of our mission is where you can actually come in. So we also educate the next generation of scientists to continue our work in improving human health. So like I said, that's where you come in. You are the next generation. You are a prospective student of our graduate school. So now that you know the two main parts of our mission, I do want to share where we're actually located. So this is a very cool visual. I found this online. It is a map of US biotech companies, organizations, other research institutions like ours. So we are a research institution. And the colors here you can see are related to numbers and amounts. So pink is a really, really high amount. We're included there. You can see San Diego down at the bottom. There's San Francisco, and then of course Boston. Those are the big three highest areas. But if we zoom in, like I said, we are located in San Diego here. And so for those of you who are not from Southern California, here's a picture. We're right up northern San Diego a little bit in the middle. We are actually located in La Jolla. And we're right down the street, if you do know of UC San Diego, we're down the street from them and lots of other scientific institutions and biotech companies. So if you're interested in biotech or pharm in the future, the life science industry here in San Diego is among the strongest in the nation. Great. So yes, of course, I have some beautiful images here. We're very well known here in Southern California for its sprawling beaches, picture perfect weather. This is where our institute is located. We can see the ocean. So we can see the skyline from our institute. The nearest beach is just moments away. That's a picture of the Torrey Pines State Beach. It's very beautiful. But we're a part of another beach as well, and that is the Biotech Beach. So this region hosts some of the best and biggest biotechs and farms, top organizations. So global leaders you may recognize like on this screen, Amgen, and other startups. So this is Biotech Beach. You can see this is updated for 2024. So there are lots of companies here mentioned, but remember that last visual I showed you just in San Diego? there's over 1,000 companies who make San Diego their home that are in pharm and biotech. So a very good place to be. Okay, but why specifically, why should you join our graduate program? There are 3 really great reasons. I'm going to go over each one, but let's talk about this first one. So personalized curriculum and small class size. We have a unique approach to our curriculum in this class size and our program size. So in terms of curriculum, there are about 6 core courses you'll take between the first and second year of the program, and the rest of the credits will come from tutorials. And these are something you get to choose. They are taught by our faculty. They cover a wide range of topics, and you get to choose that area of research that tutorial covers. So you have a chance to directly learn from faculty about a specialized area of research. And it could range from the hallmarks of aging, as an example, or to topics like diversity and representation in biomedical research. And of course, besides tutorials and courses, you do have your actual graduate research, you have lab activities. We do have a student-led data club, which is really cool. Students in the program share their research and get feedback from their peers and faculty. And of course, I will talk about this a little bit later. We do host workshops specifically designed for graduate students in professional development, career development. I'm going to talk about that more in a minute, but let me emphasize this small class size aspect. So a small program, right, means smaller courses. Here's a picture. Everyone's happy and smiling. Last year's retreat, and so faculty, staff, and students. We have about 50 students in our program currently. So, right, it's a little bit small, but it is mighty, it is tight-knit. There's also the advantage, just like the title says, smaller courses, more one-on-one time with faculty. And remember, I mentioned those tutorials. There are over like 20 of these special topic courses, tutorials that you and plus maybe 1 or 2 other students will take, which is amazing. Lots of one-on-one time. And of course, these tutorials have 2 sessions. They're about 2 hours each, separated by at least a week or longer to allow you to complete like an assignment or a project. And of course, a smaller program means when we have events like in this picture, you get to interact more and get more feedback. So this is our annual 3-day grad retreat. Every single student from the first year had an opportunity and will have an opportunity in the future to present and gain valuable feedback from faculty and their peers. Last year, we were in Temecula, enjoying the sunshine and the wine country. So we look forward to our retreat this year as well. Great. Okay, aside from courses, remember I mentioned those workshops. So we do offer co-curricular programs for grad students, all stages of their career. So here are some things, support in writing and presenting, right? You need those scientific communication skills. And I do want to share, we have different series now. We have a brand new series, a drug discovery series, and it covers the business side of science and helps students understand what drives industry companies and the commercialization of research. So it's not just writing, not just like scientific presenting, we go beyond that. And speaking of beyond that, there's also career development workshops. So they focus on preparing students beyond graduate school. So from your first year as a PhD student to your last, there's always something there for you to be supported in. These are just a handful of topics, right? Preparing for a postdoc position, leadership development, learning skills, career paths for PhD students, networking opportunities. So here I have an image of a networking opportunity. You'll meet alumni later, but we are very close with our alumni. And there's lots of opportunities just where we are, where I showed you in San Diego, with other institutions and companies as well. Great. Okay, so we talked about that first reason. What about the second one? Joining a lab, day 1. It can lead to a faster track to graduation. What do I mean by that? Well, we are a direct admit program, so this means our grad school is unique when we don't have rotations. So during the application cycle, so right now, you will identify a mentor and connect with them to find the best fit for you. So all students admitted into this program are matched with a faculty mentor. So it's key that you engage with our faculty early, not after you submit your application, but even before, even right now. It's not intended to limit you. It just means you're guaranteed that you get to work with someone you want to work with and that your research goals align with their work. So I wanted to show you an example of how great this is we do have students, right, from the beginning of their journey, year one. So I have a student here, his name's Ryan. He's wearing a blue collared shirt, dark navy, from the beginning to he just actually defended his thesis very recently. And there's a picture of him and his committee and his mentor. So they are there for you every step of the way. And so this also helps with the faster track to graduation. So our program's track to graduation is shorter. Our average is about 4.9 years with the national average of 6.4 years. Now, a reminder, this is like biological, biomedical PhD degrees, not all PhD degrees. This is very specific. Since there are no rotations, you literally start once again, your first year, that first day, day one of the program, the first time you step into the lab. So it gives you an opportunity to graduate a little bit faster than the national average. And actually, compared to other schools here in San Diego, like UC San Diego and Scripps Research, which have about 5.8, 5.3 years. So yeah, very cool. And then lastly, I just wanted to mention about this, because we are a direct admit program, you start your thesis work right away, and students have an opportunity to be published in multiple scientific journals. So here I want to show you the publication data, how many publications we do a year. Let's focus on 2024 right this second. You can see we've had 11 publications, but I want to show you something else. And that is the journal impact factor, the JIF, if you've heard of that. In general, a factor of 10 or higher is like remarkable, and it depends on the field. With a score of 1 to 4 is like great, fantastic. But once again, depends on the field. But for an example, the prestigious journal Nature had an impact factor about 69.5 a couple years ago. So you can see from our data here that we have students who publish in journals with high impact factors this year, like Nature, Cell, and the New England Journal of Medicine, and of course, Science. So once again, all of this like direct admit program, it is very, very good for students, and it just helps you become successful in our program. Okay, the most important thing, I'm sure lots of you are asking, but what are the benefits? What is my stipend? I'll tell you about it. So we know that, this journey to a PhD can be challenging. We don't want you to worry about like stuff like stipends and benefits. We do offer a competitive stipend. It will be $50,000 in 2025, can cover your living expenses. You can earn up to 10% merit-based bonus on top of that. And you also receive funds every year to pay for anything you need in the program. This is our education fund, could be a membership fee, soundproof headphones, maybe a textbook. I'm just kidding, you guys don't use textbooks anymore, but anything that you need. And then also I want to mention our students receive the same healthcare benefits as their staff and faculty, like myself, staff, right? So that includes like discounted gym memberships. And the best part, there are no student fees. And the very best part, there is free parking. I cannot highlight this enough. It is such a scarcity. If you're from a bigger city or you've been to San Diego or Los Angeles like that, it is a scarcity to get parking. So enjoy that. But yes, no student fees, free parking. Also, you are free to apply for fellowships and grants. So remember, we have those workshops to help you in that, to give you the resources to do that. Okay, great. So that's the end of my spiel there. But are there any questions about the program? We have a couple of minutes. So feel free, you can unmute, you can type your question in the chat. We have many staff members here from the graduate school. We have our deans. So if you have questions about the program specifically, feel free to ask.